Nigeria is a zoo country, says former Ondo First Lady Betty Akeredolu, whose husband refused to hand over to deputy despite protracted ailment. And now to the news info. Ondo State immediate past First Lady Mrs. Betty Akeredolu has described Nigeria as a zoo. Betty on Wednesday said this while drawing parallels between the country's presidential elections and that of the United States via her X account. Just thinking, 2023 Nigerian presidential election total vote cast 25 million counting duration 5 days. 2024 US presidential election total vote cast 155 million counting duration approximately 10 hours. Moral: when dishonesty is prioritized, simple things become difficult, I'm telling you. However, one of our followers, Polexi at Paul Oza, commented on the post saying, "Truth is indeed bitter. I can understand the attacks on her. We are doomed in this country." Replying to Polexi's comments, Mrs. Akeredolu says, "Very bitter indeed. Who will rescue Nigeria? What a zoo country." Betty's husband, Rotimi Akeredolu, died on December 27, 2023. After his death, Doyin Odebowale, former senior special assistant on special duties and strategy to the Ondo State governor, said he was weak when it came to matters involving his wife. Because really, when your own husband was there, did you condemn him? Because everybody knows that people are always rigging election. Your governor too must have done something like that. Now you are comparing US to Nigeria. When your husband was there, did you do comparison? We all know that Nigeria, we are indeed a zoo country. We know that, but it's not people like you that will be telling us that Nigeria is a zoo country. On his wife's management, Akete was a weakling, he had said. Betty's late husband, Akeredolu, a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, and former president of the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA), died after a month of protracted ailment, which was covered up by the family. This followed his re-election as a state governor in October 2020 and inauguration for second term in office in February 2021. However, during his second term in office, Akeredolu had to be flown abroad for treatment for medical attention. In September 2023, the politician returned to Nigeria after a 3-month medical leave in Germany, but instead of going to Ondo State, he stayed in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. It was after his death that his family disclosed that he was suffering from prostate cancer. Meanwhile, Betty and other family members kept his health status hush-hush to maintain their grip on the affairs of the state. Abina. That's what people always do. In November 2021, Akeredolu appointed his son Babajide as the Director General of the Performance and Project Implementation Monitoring Unit, Office of the Governor of Ondo State, PPIMU, causing controversy. It is nepotism that we do in this country. You see somebody is the president, he'll make his wife this one, his daughter this one, Iyaloja, his son this one. All of them are in places of power. All their cousins, their nephews, their nieces, their relatives, extended family, they are the ones ruling us in this country. Is that how it's supposed to be? Appointed his son as Director General in 2021. Despite being under pressure from opposition parties to resign, Akeredolu refused to resign and hand over power to his deputy, now Governor Luck Ayedatiwa. In line with the 1999 Constitution, his aides also defended his action or inaction, saying he could govern the state from anywhere. How can you be a governor of Ondo State and you be in Ibadan and say that you can govern the state from anywhere? Which kind of thing be that? Sahara reporters exclusively reported how a forensic report by Association of Forensic Professionals of Nigeria, AFPON, we have forensic in this country. Are you sure that we have forensic? What kind of forensic is that? Confirmed that the ailing governor's signature was forged on an official document. Meanwhile, there were indications that there were more of such forgeries. Sahara reporters got the forensic report signed by Mr. Nhuru Kutana Tanko, who stated that there are strong indications the author of known specimen handwriting signatures on known documents marked KK4 did not write the question signature on question documents marked QQ2. The investigation was initiated by the State Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Razak Obe, who wrote to Deputy Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa confirming the forgery of Akeredolu's signature on an official document relating to his ministry. In the Commissioner's letter on Friday titled Forgery of Mr. Governor's Signature unofficial document and dated December 7, he wrote, "I write to bring to your attention a critical matter that requires immediate attention. It has been confirmed that the signature of Mr. Governor on a certain document has been forged. The irregularities in the signature were first observed when a file from my ministry was returned through the Office of the Secretary of the State Government (SSG). This is the only file that has been returned so far out of the 5 files that were sent out by Mr. Governor's approval about 2 months ago. Upon closer inspection, I noticed significant differences between the suspicious signature and handwriting and Mr. Governor's known signatures and handwriting in the file. Concerned about the gravity of the situation, I decided to seek a forensic review. After disclosing my discovery, I sent the suspicious signature, handwriting samples, and copies of the old regular signatures to forensic experts who have now confirmed that the suspicious signature and handwriting were indeed forged. Considering the possibility that such forgery may be widespread, his heads up is of utmost importance to the government and people of Ondo State. I have attached a copy of the forensic report and relevant pages from the file for your reference," he added. Meanwhile, in 2009, Akeredolu asked the then President Umar Musa Yar'Adua to resign as he could no longer perform his functions. Akeredolu, then President of Nigerian Bar Association (NBA), repeatedly called on the late President to resign due to his ill health and allow his deputy Goodluck Jonathan to take over. Yar'Adua and Jonathan were elected as President and Vice President in 2007. He frequently fell ill and eventually died in May 2010. On one occasion, on December 8, 2009, Akeredolu said, "The prayer of the association is that the president should recover fast, return to his office, and resign. No matter how much you love your country, it should not be at the detriment of your health. It is not your party or your wife that will decide whether you are capable of handling state matters. It is only your doctors that can decide that. The bar is not asking the president not to come back and take his seat, but the right thing must be done." See all these politicians, they always forget that life is not rice and beans. Today you are okay, tomorrow something might be wrong with you. When Yar'Adua was there, you were clamoring for him to resign. But you, when it was your turn, you were sick, you were hiding it. You didn't want anybody to know about it until you eventually died and somebody else had to take over. Keeping power to yourself, greedy about power, you want to be there, you want to be there, you want to be there. Even when you are sick, and the same you said somebody should resign when he was sick. But the same you cannot stay true to your word and say, "Okay, I am sick, let me resign." You did not do that. It is well with us in this country because the way we are so power hungry, the way our politicians are power hungry, it is really very bitter. Akeredolu says, "That sounds so ungrateful coming from someone who, whatever she is and has acquired today is from the said zoo. Let us learn to be appreciative, at least for once. Some of us have not got to or may not get to your status yet. We thank God for the space Nigeria. While expecting things to get better with time, maybe not in our lifetime, certainly, I believe the heavens will still rule in the affairs of men." She's all this one that she's saying that Nigeria is a zoo. When your husband was there, he must have actually done was so. You don't have the right. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.